Hello. Hey guys. We're gonna get started. So if you haven't checked in already, if I haven't checked you off on the attendance sheet, you can just talk to Bolu later. She has the attendance sheet, so if you weren't marked off by me. Um, this is our agenda for tonight. It was brought to my attention by a few people this week that we haven't done a good job of making sure you guys know who each other are. So we're gonna just start that a little bit tonight. And then a presentation by Jacob as well, and a couple other things. So I will hand it off right away to reports, and that leaves it to Joseph. Joseph, it's your report. For you.
Hello. Everyone, just have one announcement. I'm doing the public safety student walk demo, kinda. I was planning to maybe demo that on Monday. Basically, the public safety walk is we're gonna walk around campus on a relatively later time at night, and we're gonna just walk around and make, notes of, maybe facilities that need some care, or some areas that don't have proper lighting, or maybe some areas that don't feel safer than others. So this is the route that we crafted up here. It's going to start at MTCC, and then we're going to just basically loop around the more dodgy parts of campus, and we're going to our walk might end differently. We're gonna have a walk with admin. So it's really important that the feedback from this walk is really good, because it will be used on the actual walk with admin. And there might be some improvements made, like more lighting in certain areas. So this is just a rough map of the routing. So if you're interested, Monday 6 p.m. We'll do the walk, and there might be more walks later in the semester, just based on how this first walk will go. So I'm looking forward to that.
Howdy. The downtown committee has one announcement Friday at noon. And to my knowledge, this will be the first time it's ever happened. The downtown committee, which is a collection of Student Government Association senators, will be meeting with members of the Student Bar Association. And that's the first time that's happened in IIT history. And I think that's pretty cool.
This Monday, this coming Monday? Yeah. Jacob, do you have an update? Okay.
It's brief. We now have 27 members as a part of our committee. Obviously, we don't have 27 out of 31 senators. But yeah, I think that's an achievement enough to have 27 students engaged in developing research programs. These are kind of the breakup of our team. If you're curious how it works, it's not an announcement, just public information. I also wanted to share that scraiit.org, created by Elio, is becoming a resource hub right now. I'm just sending him things, he adds them, and until we develop a website, which it's not on there, but you see it, the website development team, we're building a website, so that'll become a hub and a networking platform. Yeah, so we're just trying to, our goal is to get people involved in research, so that's what the hub is for. Elevate Research is being revamped. How many of you, and I don't know how many are even listening, but how many of you have even touched the Elevate website or program, its opportunities, apart from just getting maybe an Elevate scholarship? Okay, a very few amount of people. Yeah, it's really hard to actually find. They're working on their, I forget what it's called, not their page rank, but how you actually find it through Google. But yeah, we're working with the Elevate team to make it useful and make you want to use it. Because yeah. Anyway, that's all for me. Thank you. Here you go. Do you want a mic? And I got it. I got it. Huh?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. This week's been a bit crazy for me. I have midterms coming up again. Oh yeah, it's architecture's weird. Architecture's weird. Basically a few work in progress things that I have going on. The climate survey for SGA will be sent out soon and it will be active until February 1st of next year. Basically, it's going to be an evaluation of SGA's general climate, the campus climate, not the climate as in the temperature, but how people feel about things. But most importantly, a first time ever, we are going to be evaluating the Senate, which means the Senate will hopefully by February 1st get an approval rating for the first time ever, I believe. And we will also be getting an approval rating for each and every one of the executives. And next semester, we are looking to collaborate with orgs next semester. Right now in line is ITMO and Chemistry Club. They are looking to do collaborations, so we're going to start working with them to see what we can possibly do. And then last but not least, we do have something developing that Corey has been mainly working on, the newsletter from SGA. This is something that historically SGA had a few years ago, but got shut down, I believe, due to COVID or extenuating circumstances. We kind of want to bring it back, and it's going to be sent out via email, I think, virtually every week. So if you want information on that, or if you would like to help us out to get that out there, please reach out to Corey. Corey is the main man working on this, and I think it's an exciting opportunity to be able to develop a new form of communication for SGA to reach out to the student population. Okay? So yeah, that's it for me.
I have a food advisory board meeting tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. If you'd like to come, let me know and I can get you the invite information. That is all I have for this week.
Okay, I just had. I'm gonna hand it off to Jacob here in a moment. But food stops at 8, so if you guys want any food before then, that's when they're gonna clean up and head out. Other than that, I think I'm good to pass it off to you, Jacob.
I rearrange the slides. I wanted to. It's fine. I'll leave it. Figure it out. Hello. Oh, was the mic working earlier? I don't know. Anyway. So I'm going to be talking about how to be an effective senator. This is a part of the theme, the vision of this session today is just to prepare everybody for, the future of this academic year. So I guess I'll give my 2 cents. Realistically, after seeing all of the resolutions that Corey's been putting in the Discord, which are great, he should be giving this talk. But I guess I am, and hopefully I would have justified my reasons why sometime during this presentation. So I made this presentation, so maybe there's a little bit of my perspective. But what is the Senate? I think it's a collection of students motivated to bring change and develop the campus. And whatever changes are needed, desired, if it's a problem or if it's just something that's absent, I think we all recognize that that's what the Senate is. And so there's 3 ways that senators primarily, which define the Senate, can act, and that's voicing perspectives on any presentation that happens or anything. And so, I voice my perspectives very inarticulately, but very, they're out there. Anyways, so that's just one of the cores. Writing a resolution, Corey's wrote 3 in the past week. And so that's an example. I mean, I haven't output any for you to see. But that is a great example to look at Corey's resolutions or resolutions in the past. I think there's a committee for Ukraine. There's resolutions to create all of the special committees that have happened. And resolutions don't just have to create committees. They can just make any change or be a letter to admin. I think was a resolution was what brought us to potentially go into MTCC. So it's just expressing a message from the Senate, maybe SGA as a whole. What else? So Hawk House, how many are familiar with Hawk House? Okay, there's quite a lot of people. So what Hawk House is I think Samir Sheikh started it or led it. I know he's involved in UFarm. He was involved in a lot. Anyways, Hawk House is for what is it? What are they called? Commuter students who need to stay on campus at some point, and so there is a place for them to stay for. Is it free or $20? It's $20. Yeah, it's a really absurdly low amount of money. I think an Airbnb in this area is about like $80 or more a night. Yeah, so that was a program that developed now. There is a Hawk House leadership team, and there's UFarm, which I think is an initiative of SGA. Naeem might know better than me. Do you know? I think so, yeah. Okay, yeah. It's good that the SGA's page is a little bit outdated, so I can tap back into the archives a little bit. And so, yeah, so there's all these programs with the research committee we're developing, well, it hasn't been developed yet, but what that program becomes is, what my vision is, and the committee's vision is defining it as. So these are kind of the 3 things that you can do as a senator to define who you are as a senator, what the Senate represents during the time that it has all of you as its constituents. So yeah, I'm not going to harp on that a little bit longer. This is a slide full of text, not a text full of slides. And so why should you care to be an effective senator? Why are you here? Some people just, follow a track that, seems rational, but I'm sure, you want some rationality to why you're here. And I'm sure a lot of you have it. So I'm going to go over why I think one would care. And that's to develop professional skills. I guess how many are here, and feel free to not express this, but I'm curious, how many are here to be better at networking, public speaking, professional skills like this, the soft skills? Admittedly, this is a reason that keeps me here. I mean, it may not be in the forefront of your mind, but it is something that being involved in Senate, having to send emails that are professional. I've sent too many that are unprofessional, too friendly. And so learning all of these these professional things and habits and ways or techniques, skills are good. I mean, so that makes you well-rounded. I don't really understand the term of well-roundedness, well-rounded in what capacity. So I view it as transferable skills. So a lot of these things, a lot of us are computer science people. I'm math and physics. I know there's psychology people here. So a lot of these techniques, not just professional skills, are used in any field whatsoever. And they need to be used in these fields. Otherwise, either you will have a gap in whatever skills you have. So anyways, I think everybody understands this. I don't need to mansplain more than I have. And so developing a professional network, SGA has a rich history of alumni, and so does IIT in general. There is also SGA's engagement with the trustees, the advisors, all of, SGA is, the face of the students with IIT. So if there's anything that the students are going to be involved in, it'll probably be SGA and some of the scholars. So SGA is a great way to develop a professional network. And I think some of those opportunities are being developed, like as this year will go on, there will be more opportunities like that. And then, of course, what I kind of alluded to is, why we're here is to improve university and strengthen campus. This is more benevolent and, a little bit more altruistic, but this is kind of, to be involved in SGA isn't completely selfish. There's no way that's what brings all 31 senators here. It's, to improve campus. So what defines each of you? Well, yourself, but I guess with respect to the Senate, there's 3 things that I said. It's totally not just because this was what was in the format. Actually, there were only 2 in the format, so that's not true. There's your committees that you're involved in. And so I'm involved in the research committee. I used to be involved in the academic affairs committee. I'll tell you about that, I think, in the next slide. And so your committees kind of define who you work with, what initiatives you can work with that committee and develop. That's all I'll say about that. You define it, you have your own perspectives, blah, blah, blah. You are you. I can't even, define who you are because, everybody's so unique. Sorry, I sound like I sound like somebody. Anyways, there's your senatorial position. Each of you has some position, whether it's your year you're representing or a college you're representing, maybe a member at large. I'm not actually sure how all the seats are divided, but it's kind of something in the back of the mind. If you're still not engaged and completely in a committee, and if you don't entirely know who you are, not everybody does in university. Yeah, I don't. And so your senatorial position at least can lead you in that direction of who you are, your constituents. So what's your story? Well, why did you become a senator? I don't know. I assume it was because there was some reason that you were inspired to make change, to get involved and make more changes, maybe be recognized for those changes. I don't know. And then you campaigned, you realized, okay, maybe there's some actionable things that I want to do. And so I actually think there are very few people that campaigned, but at least when you became a senator, you realized, okay, I have all these problems. Now I'm a senator. Maybe, this is a platform where I can address these concerns, these ambitions. And so what do? You engage, you do address those concerns and ambitions. So that's why we're all here. There will be a workshop on resolutions. Later, there's going to be, a bunch of team building activities. And so that'll, prepare us to engage and, kind of allow us to be the best. Sorry, Ishan's doing something. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, that's all. To be the best version of ourselves in SGA. And then, you make the change, voice your opinions. I say voice your strongest opinions. Voice them tactfully. I do that poorly. But yeah, voice your opinions as one of the 3 things. So what's my story? Yeah, this is a little bit, maybe, I don't know what exactly the word would be. But yeah, so during my first year, I was completely inactive. I didn't do anything. I was silent. On April 20th of 2022, I'm a 3rd year, so I started in 2021. I became a senator. I think I had attended 4 Senate meetings virtually, maybe. And then I spoke with Joel Kelsey, former EVP, and he was the president of SPS, Physics Society. Anyways, so he kind of engaged me in. And so actually, the first time I spoke in SGA was like half of a year into it. It's remarkable, and now I'm here thinking I have the knowledge to speak to all of you. But anyways, it was so far into it that the president of SGA looked at me in shock that I spoke, and I think I was just announcing, that there's like a college student night for the CSO coming up, you know, just something that I wasn't even involved in, but yeah. And he was just shocked that I spoke. So there's really no expectations. You know, I was remaining as a senator. And so nobody, you know, wanted to remove me. Maybe they did. Maybe they thought I was a bad senator. I know Nova certainly thought I was a bad senator. Anyways, why am I bringing this up? Is because, you know, slowly as you meet with your committee more often, as you become more involved in campus, you recognize certain things that maybe you would want to address, change. You know, maybe if that vision didn't happen, you know, in your Be Inspired or campaigning, this is when it happens, when you're involved in SGA. So I didn't pass any resolutions. I tried to move a divvy station onto campus. That got, you know, it's down the drain, didn't happen. And I didn't voice my opinion on anything. These are all the three things that define a senator. What was I doing? Yeah. So then I became the VP of Academic Affairs. At that point, I was pretty well integrated. I'm not going to go too much into this, but I'm just trying to show that I have bad backgrounds, I guess. And so so maybe, you know, I don't want you guys to hold yourself to this expectation that, you know, you have to complete all of these things. You know, just anything, any contribution is great in SGA and Senate. And, you know, do what you're passionate about. The process of being, I had slide notes for this because I can't remember here. You're gonna see my slide notes. Explore. Oh yeah, okay. I don't really want to go over this. Explore, find a problem. You gather the evidence and information. I think that's been brought up in the past in SGA chat that, you know, if you want to pursue something, bring evidence, bring information. You know, look into it a little bit more. You know, just get educated on the subject. Show the information, build a network, discuss it, you know, collaboratively with others, develop the solution, write the resolution, build the program, begin to address it. But how are you going to address it? Well, while you're addressing, you need to make sure that it's going to last for a while. You know, people are here generally 3, some 6 years. You know, it's the range. So you have to make sure it lasts after you leave. Delegate, bring the highly relevant people to work with you. You know, we meet with Dr. Hicker now often because we're the research committee. But, you know, who do you have to meet with to get your tasks done? I was supposed to meet with people in chemistry today, because, you know, we're trying to expand, and, you know, it'll perturb the chemistry system, and so we need to meet with the chemistry people. Yeah, and then execute it. You know, do whatever. Anyways, I don't want to waste more time on that. Well, thank goodness I don't have more talking notes on here. It's embarrassing. Okay. Yeah, so these are the 2 primary types of actions: program building, resolution writing, and lobbying. I kind of already went over this. And so I want to remind everybody that your term may end in September. I say realistically you have until May, but during March and April, there's finals, there's midterms, there's a lot going on. So realistically, even more realistically than what I have here, you have until March. And I don't want that to be a harrowing fact, but to do all of these things, you don't have much time or much stability. You know, the SGA changes. So this used to be the end of your reign. I'd switch it to end of your ambition. But yeah, I want to say, just during winter break, I don't know what everybody does. Maybe they work. And during the beginning of next semester, like, these are the times when probably the most will get done. And so I think this is a system that's being developed by the current executive board. I think I'm way over my time. But that's the submission of weekly reports. If you're not doing anything, say that, share that. I just had an executive of the Physics Society say, I can't be in my position anymore. It's too busy, and it's fine. You know, we're not governors, we're student government people, and so you're expected to be a student first. So if you don't have anything to do, don't do anything. Come to Senate sessions at least, so you can hear me blab and other people blab, but and also get things done during the committee meetings. But and ask for help. Whenever I meet with anybody that is, but the 27 people that are potentially going to join the committee, I open up with them, and I try to be as human with them as possible and pass the Turing test. And that's encourage them to ask for help, be as open with me as possible, because if you're not able to ask for help or guidance, it's just going to be a block. And there's a bit of humility in it. But I guess this is not just to the senators, but to the executive board that needs help whenever to ask for help. That's not saying that they need help. They don't. They're doing great. And so this is actually an unfinished final slide because I couldn't figure out what I would put for my final remarks, but I could figure out the most valuable resource at least. And that's the executive leadership and the committee chairs. You know, Naeem's a 5th year. Derek is an informed 2nd year. Elio's a 3rd year. You know, there's a lot of, you know, by being an SGA, even if you're a 2nd year or a 1st year, you are well informed within, you know, within IIT. So your resources are the people that are in SGA, the people that have been here for a while. So I encourage you, ask them for help. Ask, you know, how did you, you know, do something, blah, blah, blah. Just talk to people. And that's it. That's really it. Sorry if I blabbed, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Jacob. But yeah, you could get a lot of things done if you work at them. Derek here was elected as EVP as a 1st year. So just put your mind to it and you'll get far.
All right. So is everybody done eating? Good. We're gonna do a bit of a moving exercise here. Like I said, many of you don't know each other. So what's up with that? So we're gonna get to know each other a little bit tonight. So first, I would like you guys to all get a buddy. So find a friend, phone a neighbor. Sarah's mine, so you can't take Sarah. So find them, stand up, go over, talk to them, take a selfie with them. Go now. Hey, guys. Even if your buddy's right next to you, you can still stand up. Come on. Okay. Does everybody have a friend? I wasn't. All right. Let's gather back together really quick. So, you with your buddy. They're not talking to their buddy. They've formed back into their friend group. All right. So, hey, quiet, you guys. Jeez. I want to play a game, you guys. Do you want to play the game or do you just want to keep talking? Okay. So with your buddies, stand up, get up, get up, get up. I don't want anybody sitting. We're going to form 2 circles. So your buddy is going to stand on the inside and you're going to stand on the outside. So we're going to form 2 circles that are concentric around. Does that make sense? All right, come on in. Let's form the circles. Sarah. Okay. Let's go next door. The fun one's after? Get up, Alina. Come on, come on, come on. Next door. Hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. Let's go. What are you guys waiting for? Christmas? How are you feeling? Get it. I think so, yes. All right, come on, come on, come on. Maya. Let's go. It doesn't matter. Go for it. Bolu? Nope. You are all required. If you're here, if you ate my free food, you're over here. Okay. So I told you guys 2 concentric circles, right? So I'm here. My partner's inside the circle, looking at me. Looking at me, right? Right? Okay, Sarah's here. Now the next partner might not be. Hey, shut up. Okay, okay. Nobody's getting it. Nobody's getting it. Let's make one big circle.
One big circle.
How old are you? Let's go. What's going on? Hey, let's form a circle. Circle. Let's go.
Circle.
Now, the first
Circle.
and next, one of you two is gonna move straight across. Okay? You stay put, like Sarah just did, okay? Everybody do that. Half of you should be inside now, and the other half outside. Okay. Is everybody facing somebody? Yes? Okay. Hi, you guys. Hello. Oh.
The microphone. The mic.
Okay, we're rotating one. Rotate, you guys.
Northwest India.
MMA.
So give us like anything.
Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Let's move. Your guys' question? Kate, we're rotating. Let's rotate. Let's move. All right, let's rotate. Let's rotate. Rotate. Let's rotate. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Rotate. Let's move. Let's go. Let's rotate. Let's move. Let's go. Rotate. Rotate. Move. It's like herding cats. Go. Rotate. 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 Rotate, rotate, move around the circle. Don't care. Move it along. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Let's move. Gotta rotate. 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 Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Let's rotate. What time? Oh my God. Rotate. All right. This is where we're gonna call it. Let's head back over. Okay, hello, hello, hello. All right, all right. We're behind, we're behind, we're behind. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. How many of you read the email that I sent on Saturday? Weird that Jacob would read it. Who forwarded it? Who? Who? Raise your hand. I want to know the three. Who forwarded the email to Jacob? Ishan, one. Nikila? Who forwarded the email? Did you read your email, you guys? Yeah, I can show it to you. I don't know what I sent it from. No. See? Did you get that? What? Okay. Okay, whatever. I linked. Okay. So I linked on there some resolution and a resolution writing guide. How many of you at least looked at the first page? One person. You guys are rocks. 3 people, 4 people. Wow, I'm actually kind of proud. I was expecting 0. So this is your fantastic new thing. This is what you're gonna live off of next semester. It's a new thing that we're starting. Each of you are required next semester as senators to either author or co-author a resolution. I don't care if it passes or if it fails or if it's eaten alive in discussion time. You just need to write or co-write a resolution that about something that you care about on campus or something that you want to see changed or something that you want to see SGA do or an open letter, whatever it may be. Next semester, you will be required to write or co-write at least one. Corey's going to be required to co-write or write 12. So just to give you guys some expectations. 30. Yeah. So if you guys want to walk through this, it has a lot of information, but generally it's not hard. Your jobs are easy. All you have to do is go here and open one of these random resolutions that I've put in here. They're all the same format. Whereas we want to do this thing, whereas we want to do these other things. Resolve, further resolve yourself. It's not hard. If you guys want me to walk through this, I can. But being as I've never written a resolution, I don't really want to. I don't know where. Oh, I did. No, I did. Yeah, I'm good. So yeah, this is your home. This is not that long. You don't have to read half of it, but it's just basically you write the resolution. You can copy the formatting from any of these in this folder about something that you care about, work with other senators, offer it up during open floor and say, if you're willing to work on this with me, I'd be willing to work on it. Write it, send it in the legislative comments, give it a week, and I will add it to an agenda. You have to email me as well, but it's not hard. It's something that I'm adding because I think we've lost focus here at SGA. I think we've turned into more of the complaining center instead of the action center of campus. And we need to be action oriented. We can't just say, oh, there's all these problems, but nobody's willing to do anything about it. So you guys are senators, you ran to help. This is how you start. If you have any questions, I'd be willing to answer them now, or we're gonna go to a quick teamwork game, and then I think we'll be done for today. Any questions for me right now? Jacob. Alejandro. Yeah, yes, Ben. Oh, he didn't put his name on it. This was former President Ben. I think he was. Yes, former President Ben Barber, the one before Isaiah. He wrote this. Yeah, so anyway, any questions for anybody? Stare at this document, think about things that really engage you on campus. I have some questions here that we were going to run through if we had extra time, but we don't. So we're going to move on to this. Mark. All right, we're gonna break off into our team building exercise. So again, grab a partner. Oh, do you?
Yeah. Before we break off from over the winter, we'll probably have our name tags and name plates that we'll all have on our desks. So this is gonna be a warning to whoever has been missing a lot of these SGA sessions without any reason or any email or informing us beforehand. So soon over the winter, we'll go over the attendance and start revoking possessions. Thank you. Okay, now everyone grab a partner.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna do something a bit different for this teamwork. I want you to find somebody who you didn't know before tonight to partner with for this exercise. If you don't, I'll know and I'll just move you with somebody else. So really push yourself. Senators, you're required to do this teamwork building. The rest of you are not. But senators, wander around, find somebody you may or may not know, preferably that you do not know. Partner with them. And once you're ready with your partner, come over to Nikila.
Say it again.
All right. If you have your partner, come up to Nikila. She'll explain what we're doing.